I just wanted to jump on here and share a couple exciting things that are happening, is happening. um, if you follow me on Instagram and if you've seen my Instagram stories, about a month ago, I tried to find my birth mom. And, well, not find, but kind of take the steps to try and find my birth mom. So, I have a friend who I met in college, and she is actually from Columbia, like from the city that I was adopted from. So we hit it off, and hey guys, if you're jumping on, we hit it off, and we've stayed friends on social media, those kinds of things, and so we decided to reconnect. And well, we've always anyway. So she's like, I want to do anything and everything to help you find your birth mom. So I'm like, cool, that's great, that's awesome. So I I don't even know how it came up, but we were just talking about the lawyer that helped my parents get me, and we decided to see if we could find him on social media, and somehow she knew the guy, the lawyer that helped my parents. I guess is like a family friend of hers, so kind of cool. So she found him, and then I sent her a couple pictures because my parents. I'll show you this. My parents made me like an adoption book, so I won't show you what's in here just because some of it's kind of like government docs, but it's seriously every single step that my parents took to get me. And it's actually really, really cool. My dad put it together, and my mom, and they've kept it so extremely nice and neat, and they have it, anyway, it's really nice, and it's fun to go through. Anyway, so there's some pictures. There's some pictures in there, and so I sent her some pictures, and we put it together. I'm gotta keep my track on. Put some pictures together, and then I found her on Facebook, and I friended her, and she friended me back. And so of course I was like, oh my gosh, oh my goodness. And I don't speak Spanish. If you know me, I know I look like I do, but I don't speak Spanish. I'm Colombian, so I technically probably should speak Spanish, but I don't. And I'm probably going to get really emotional because over the last not even last, like the last 24 hours, it's just been life-changing and amazing. So, I'm turning 30 this year. Still so surreal to me. Turning 30 this year, and I kind of decided that I wanted to try and find my birth mom. It scares me a little bit because I don't want to be rejected. I don't want to be taken advantage of. And honestly, all I want to do is just find her and tell her thank you because of like the life that she's given me. And I mean, I wouldn't have my husband, I wouldn't have my babies, or the family, my in-laws, or my current family that I have, which I love and adore. So anyway, I sent a message. I have a friend who she served an LDS mission, and she went Spanish speaking, and I said, hey, would you translate this to Spanish for me? And I'm going to send a message to this person. And she's like, yeah, of course. So translated it for me. I sent it to her. I didn't hear back. Kind of crickets for a couple weeks. So I gave it a couple weeks. And then I just sent her another message last night. And I sent her another message that my friend did for me. And I sent a whole bunch of pictures too. So pictures actually of her with my mom now, who is my mom, not my birth mom. So of her and them together and my mom holding me. Because my mom went down to Columbia for a whole month to get me and do the adoption process. Anyway, so sorry, I'm gonna get emotional. So in messaging her, like she immediately messaged me back and just was going crazy with everything in Spanish, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I could decipher some of it because I took Spanish in like junior high and high school, but I was never fluent in it. So some of it I could kind of understand. But I had my friend who I texted her and I was like, hey, I'm sorry. I know it's Sunday night anyway that you can help me. So she was awesome and translated a whole bunch. Me and Ben were also using Google Translate, but it was coming across like all choppy and just wasn't what like I felt like it needed to be. So she helped me there. And amazing. And then I felt bad because I was bugging her during bedtime. And so she's like, oh, you know, just send me whatever the rest. And so then, like, it didn't dawn on me. And Ben was like, your cousin, he went on his mission, Spanish speaking. Text him real quick. So I texted him. I'm like, hey. And of course, thankfully, he answered back super fast. And he's like, yeah, of course I can do it for you. So then I had him do the remainder for me. So, in essence, it kind of just went like, and she is the sweetest lady ever. I'll just tell you that. Like, the sweetest lady ever. So nice, so helpful, and just a couple of things that really touched my heart that she told me. Like I said, I'm going to cry. But, so first off, she kind of went into how poor my birth mom was and how it's probably going to be pretty hard to find her. Just because the job that she had, she cleaned houses, so she, like, bounced from house to house, never had, like, a set residency. And so, it just shows, so that kind of broke my heart a little, but then she said there's a doctor that she worked for that, if she can contact her, then she probably knows where my birth mom is. So I got all excited again, and she's just talking about how when she moved to a different, city, that some of the adoption papers were lost, it would be even harder. So again, kind of broke my heart. So then I was just like kind of holding on to it and like, okay, well, you know, I've just felt lately like this is something that I need to do, and in no way, shape, or form will she ever replace my family, like ever. Like, yes, she's my birth mom. Yes, she brought me here, and she gave me the world by giving me up. Hey, Lisa. And, but yeah, anyway, so just in talking to her, kind of going back and forth and trying to bounce ideas off each other, and she said, you know, you can try this, and I kind of want to try doing everything I can on making contacts with people to find out information, that way before I have to get like a private investigator and pay money that way, because I'm cheap. But, so my friend deciphered all that for me, kind of like where she worked, what she did, how it might be kind of hard to like find her and stuff. And then my cousin, I sent him other stuff, and the stuff that she said. So she said when like we became friends on Facebook and she saw my profile picture that she thought, like, she couldn't believe how much I looked like my birth mom. And as soon as I saw that, I lost it. I started crying uncontrollably and was just like, oh my goodness. And so, like it just hit me. I don't know why, but it just hit me. And I honestly don't know how old my birth mom was when she gave me up. And then she went into the next part about it, and she was just saying, I just want you to know that your birth mom was such an incredibly hard worker and so honest, and that she did not want to get an abortion. And I know everybody has the right to choose. I'm not saying abortion is the right thing or the wrong thing, but she said she didn't want to give an abortion, so she wanted to give you up for adoption. And the thing that, I don't know, gave me a little more comfort, but also made me sad just because I'm a mom. And I can't even imagine giving up my babies, but she said that your birth mom suffered so much after she gave you up. And like, I can't even imagine that heartache. I can't even imagine that pain. And when she said that, it just, I don't know, it just hit me, and I've been really hesitant of wanting to like find her and meet her. And so that kind of, I don't know, that kind of calmed me down, calmed my nerves down, and I was like, okay, well, maybe, you know, maybe it's something that, maybe I could meet her now. Maybe it won't be as scary. Maybe, you know, since it was so tough, you know, she'll be grateful. Because my biggest fear is that when she meets me, that she won't want to meet me. That's my biggest fear, is that she's not gonna want to meet me. So, anyway, so it was kind of the foot on the right track. And then there's a couple more contacts that she gave me that I'm going to try and reach out to them. And one of them actually works at Westminster here in Salt Lake, which is crazy. I mean, they do a lot of stuff through Utah, I guess. So that's kind of how my parents got connected with them when they were back adopting me. And so, sorry, Mia's trying to get in. So, Mia, you're fine. Go, please, for a minute. Go. Go for a minute, please. Go. So, I just wanted to kind of share it because I've shared it on my Instagram story and kind of given an update that way. Go, please. Anytime I do a video, she thinks she has to be in one. Go. Then go over there and don't talk at all. So, anyway, I just kind of wanted to give an update of kind of what was going on. I know I haven't expressed it too much here on Facebook, but I just thought it would be fun, and it's really near and dear to my heart. And more than anything, I just want to meet her, and I just want to tell her thank you because, and with Mother's Day coming up, like in my eyes, she made the ultimate sacrifice by, and I'm getting all emotional as like all these people are jumping on. She made the ultimate sacrifice by giving me up, because if she didn't give me up, I would not know the life that I have now. Like, I have really great parents, and I have amazing siblings on both sides. I've been blessed with amazing in-laws and, you know, parent-in-laws and then in-laws as the siblings. I've been very blessed that way. And my babies that I have and my husband that I have, I know everything happens for a reason. And so, yeah. So, I just wanted to just kind of jump on and just make sure, if you have a mom, if you don't have a mom, if you are a mom, if you have a best friend that's a mom and you're not a mom, I don't know, any kind of mom or female figure that's in your life, just make sure you give them some love this weekend. And now my dog's whining. Make sure you give them some love this weekend. And just tell them how grateful you are, even if you don't have the best relationship with them or somebody else. Sorry, that's my dog. I'm smacking my door, so she'll shush. But yeah, that's just kind of what I wanted to jump on and say. If anybody has any tips for me on what I can do, not right now. I'm not going to get a private investigator, but I would love to, if anybody has any tips or tricks, if anybody else has adopted and has tried things. Again, it's international because I am from Colombia. It's not in the States, so it's a little bit harder. So anyway, thanks to anybody that jumped on and stayed on and watched, and there's a lot of people that were kind of in and out of it. So I just wanted to say thank you and wish you guys a happy Mother's Day, however you decide to celebrate, whenever you decide to celebrate. You guys are all amazing. Being a mom is hard. So anyway, have a great night, and thanks so much for jumping on and watching and let me just kind of spill out my feelings and kind of let you know. Okay, have a good night, guys. We'll see ya.